making out, but not making out, but we were making out, right? Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching, I'm Cheraye. Welcome. If you happen to be returning, you are truly appreciated. Thank you so much, and welcome back, besties. Today, you guys, we have a video request. I can't take myself seriously. It's this makeup and the lighting. You guys, hold on one quick second, because it doesn't look like it looks on camera. In person, I promise you, my face is beat, but on camera it's giving ghost. Okay, anyways, here on this channel, I do cover fashion, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle, all things fancy and fabulous, darling. So if that sounds like something that you would be into, stop what you're doing. Drop me your scent of the day, because you know I want to know what you're rocking. If this is your vibe, go ahead and consider hitting the subscribe button. Do not stop there. Come over if you really want to be a bestie and say hi on Instagram. Without further ado, we are jumping in right now. Okay, so you guys, this is a video request and it comes from Natalie. And she's asking, can you please give me a video with some Rose Oud fragrances? I got you, girl, I got you. So as I was getting this video together, thank you so much, Natalie, for your video request. I was like, a lot of my collection is Rose and Oud, so I do not want it to be a super long video. You guys, I don't like long videos, and I like to talk. So I have 2 honorable mentions and 10 fragrances, but I promise you, I wrote myself a note. Here's what I'm doing. On most of these, I have full dedicated reviews to. The 2 honorable mentions, I'll spend a little bit of time just to shed some light on them. What I'll be covering for you in today's video is longevity, occasions that you would wear to, the vibe that it gives me, and who would wear it. So that's what we're gonna cover today. We're not gonna dive a lot into notes. It's redundant. This right here are basically Rose, Oud, saffron, a little bit of labdanum. If you like Oud rose fragrances, these are definitely 10 plus 2 honorable mentions that you might want to get your nose on. If you want to hear what they are, let's go. And I have a timer going, so you guys, this is going to be very fun. Leave your favorite Rose Oud combinations down in the description box below. If you have not smashed the subscribe button yet and this is your vibe, smash it now. I'm starting with this one. We recently just spoke about this one. This is Tobacco Rose. This is by BDK. This is a beautiful fragrance. It's definitely giving me more, I would say, sexy vibes. It's most of them are all gonna be sexy, you guys. Hello, this is Cheraye's collection we're talking about. She loves a sexy fragrance. This is definitely date night, date, evening, after 9, before 6 a.m. I'm just saying, rendezvous kind of date. Some of you were asking if you were getting, you know, ready to go out and you're meeting somebody for a first time, you wanted to make a lasting impression or a first impression. This is definitely a way to go. This is Tobacco Rose, and this is by BDK. Everything will be linked in the description box below. And if I have discount codes, that will be linked as well. Speaking of which, I do have a 20% off discount code for this one right here. I move on. This is another one. This is by Florist London. This is called a Rose 4. Now, this is a beautiful, sexy Oud rose fragrance. This here gives me a little bit more of a dressier vibe. I don't get so much sexy from it. I get, let's say, and longevity when it comes to this one. This is gonna be moderate. Spray heavy. If it doesn't stain your clothes, I would suggest spraying your clothes a little bit just to help with longevity. When I say moderate projection, moderate longevity, this is gonna give me about 6-7 hours, okay? That's moderate. It's not beast, but it is gonna give you a good longevity and it is going to project. Okay, so back to a Rose 4. This is nice. I wouldn't really wear this on date night though. It's nice, it's good, it's more rich. It's not so sexy. I don't want to use the word, I don't like age-defying fragrances, but it's more on the mature side to me. Not really old, just, you know, well-established, have been there before, have circled the block, somebody who's ran it back. You know what I mean? It's more of that kind of fragrance to me. It is beautiful, it is classy, it is timeless, it is sophisticated, it is elegant. It is all those things. This is by Florist London. It will be linked in the description box below. I move on. This other one, this is Oud Bouquet. A beautiful, beautiful Rose Oud praline fragrance that is so uber sexy. It's very beast mode. This is gonna get on your body. Hold it tight, never let it go. This is gonna project like nobody's business. This is really good for fall, for winter, for cold weather. This would be good for a date night. This will be good for going to the family events, the holiday parties that we have coming up. This would be a good scent for Thanksgiving. This would be a good scent for Christmas. This would be a good scent for New Year's Eve. It can fit the bill. It's very sexy. It's very decadent. It's even gourmand in my opinion a little bit. The bottle is absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. Let it focus there. It is a gorgeous bottle. Like I stated in the last video, I rarely reach for this because it is so warm here. And if you overspray this, you can suffocate yourself. Well, I do, because I really overspray and I'm like, girl, I am choking my own self out. Like, enough already. They're smelling you through the phone. They're smelling you before you get there. They're smelling you while you still in the airport, okay? They're still smelling you because the fragrance is so potent. So I would definitely say if you're needing something for cool weather and you want something to add to your collection, definitely check out this one here. This is by Lancome. This is Oud Bouquet. I move on. Beast, 12 plus hours. It's going nowhere. I move on. Another one, we spoke about this one, you guys. This here is Atomic Rose. Beautiful, sexy, girly, not even just girly, a woman, grown and sexy, definitely dainty. I would say feminine, definitely giving me like a woman on her own kind of vibe, you know what I mean? This is something that you would wear on a date night. You could wear on a girl's night out. You can wear it as a signature scent. It's definitely signature scent worthy. What kind of vibe do you get? I'm feeling myself. You know what I mean? You know how some fragrances you just put on, it's like when you get your hair done, it's like, can't nobody tell you nothing because you know already. You're feeling yourself. You take your phone out more, you get more selfies, you look in the mirror more, you're like, the edges are done, the hair is laid, the face is beat. Where are we going tonight? That's what I get from this fragrance. If you have not had a whiff or had a chance to get a whiff of this, I would highly recommend it. Like I said, I was kind of late to the party. I had a sample, but I am so excited now that I have a full bottle in my collection, and that is Atomic Rose by Initial Perfumes. I move on. Another one, spoke about it recently. This is sexy. This is Jo Malone, the Intense Collection. This is Velvet, Rose, and Oud. This is the dark red, the long stem rose. They come, he picks you up, and he's like, I've got roses for you. And don't bring me, don't even do it, girl, don't do it. You can bring grocery store roses if you want. I mean, but just make sure they're not dead already. You know how you get the grocery store roses and they're like half dead already? First of all, I don't have a green thumb. I can't take care of a rose. I don't care where it came from. You can send me some long stem roses. I promise you, I'm gonna try my best to keep them alive. But probably in a week or 4 days, they're gonna be dead. I don't know what it is. I do better with fake flowers. That's my own personal thing. But this is that long stem red rose mixed with oud. It's very nice. It doesn't really, it doesn't give me too much oud or too much rose. It's strong though. It's strong, it's heavy. It just smells dark. It smells like that dark red, leafy rose with a little bit of the green stem. That's just what I get from it. Very sexy, very mysterious even. This is something that you would wear to me on a date night. Definitely, I wouldn't say you're shy, because when you get in and he smells this right here is gonna be like, oh, okay, that's the kind of night you wanna have. It's just one of those. It's definitely saying something before you show up, before you get there. Right when you sit down or you walk past someone and they get a whiff of you, it's definitely a double take. It's one of those. I move on. When it comes to longevity for that, I get moderate. I get it. It's not like it disappears. It doesn't leave. I do smell it when I have it on. I would say I get moderate longevity. When I say moderate, like I stated, anywhere 6-7 hours. All right, another one. I know. I talk about this all the time. This one here by the House of Siage. This is Passion de l'Amour, and this here is oud, rose. It has some caramel, raspberry, fruity note in the beginning, but this is another one that I would say man, woman, boy, child, human can pull up and rock. This is very date night-esque to me. That's where I have compartmentalized it. I wore this on my birthday one night. I wore it on my wedding anniversary one night a couple years ago when I first got it, and it is really, really good. This is a beast. This is gonna get on you, hold you tight, never let you go. This is going to project like nobody's business. This is going to get some attention, hold some attention, capture some attention, and warrant some attention. I'm just saying, you gotta know what it is. You gotta know for what occasion you're reaching and spraying these fragrances for. What is the vibe of the fragrance? This is definitely like, I have your attention, but I wanna hold it. And so when you're smelling me in this fragrance and the, the night takes a turn and it starts to get really intimate and you go right up under here, I'm just telling you. Wait a minute, I have something to tell you guys. A quick 2.5. Okay, so when I first started dating my guy, right? We spoke about this a couple of weeks ago and I was like, oh my God, I'm telling the besties of the channel. I completely forgot about this. When I first started dating my guy, like I said, you guys, I have loved fragrance forever. I have always loved fragrance from a girl, like a young girl, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So I would save up my money, because I've always been a hustler, I've always been a worker, okay? Had 2 jobs. I would save up my money and I would buy fragrances. And so I'll never forget, we were going on a date and he was picking me up and I had sprayed all this fragrance on. And so, oh my God, this is so bad. Oh my God. And so when we, you know, after dinner, after the date, what have you, you know, he was dropping me back off at home. And so, you know, when somebody drops you back off at home, it's like the end of the night. So you're kissing, you're necking. Oh my God. This is so bad. We were making out, but not making out, but we were making out, right? And so then when I got out of the car and I went back in the house and we called each other, he called me to let me know he had made it home or what have you. And he was like, dang, I kept smelling you like the whole drive home. And I'm like, what? Oh, did I leave my fragrance in the car? And he, oh my God. It's true. He's like, no, I kept smelling you on my upper lip. You know when you go in and you're making out with somebody and you've sprayed so much fragrance, you're kissing, you're necking, you're making out. He was like, I just couldn't stop smelling my upper lip. You smell so good. So I'm just saying, spray and apply your fragrances right. And even when they want or try to forget about you, they can't. And if you want them to keep remembering you and keep you on their mind, spray something that they won't forget. I move on. You guys, oh my God, I can't believe I shared that. I don't know if I'm leaving that in there. I don't need y'all knowing all my business. Okay, another one is Oud Satin Mood. Okay, the best Oud Rose combination that I talk about all the time. This is hands down my favorite one. It's blended to perfection. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is date night. This is dressy. This is going out. This is signature scent worthy. This is after 9, after 5, black tie event, formal event, cocktail party. Get on your best Scooby-Doos. Let's go. This is Oud Satin Mood by Maison Francis Kirkjohn. You cannot go wrong with this Oud Rose combo. Out of all of the ones, this hands down is by far, ooh, am I saying that? It's the best. Oh God, I can't say it because I got something else in here. I move on. This one here is stole my heart and I can't believe I cracked my bottle. Look at that. I don't know how that happened, but it dropped and it cracked. Anyways, girl, this is Tom Ford Rose Prick. Now this one is a little bit different. It's rose, it's oud, but it's got some hot Szechuan pepper in there, darling. It's hot. I took this off, the cap off at, I believe it was Neiman Marcus or Bloomingdale's. And I sprayed it. I was merely going in just to get a whiff to come back and share with you guys on if you should get it or not. Girl, guy, I left with the bottle right then and there. I sprayed it just like this. Look, did it like that. And I was like, oh God, it did it again. See? Oh my gosh, this right here, I did the same thing right now that it did a few years ago when I picked it up. And I can't remember when I picked it up. I took the cap off, I sprayed it, and it immediately transported me to date night. A sexy date night, not just a date night, you guys, date night like where you're dressed, you're excited. You bring out your handbags, you prepare for the date, you're getting dressed, you've properly eyebrows, moisturized, whatever makes you feel like $1,000,000. You put that effort in it, and then your fragrance is the last thing that you put on. You know, you put a little bit on before you get dressed, but when you're getting ready to walk out the door, I always spray just a little bit more. You know what I mean? It's like that last final accessory. And this fragrance just transported me, and it took me there, and it just made me like want to get dressed. It made me want to look good. I felt good. It's like, this just made me feel like that girl. It's definitely, to me, in my opinion, a date night-esque kind of fragrance. A girl's night out. If you and your girls are going out and you're not already booed up or bait up, or you're just hanging out having a good time, just hanging with the girls, this is something that's gonna turn some heads and get some attention. It's something that your friends are gonna say, hey girl, what are you wearing? And you'd be like, that's that Tom Ford. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Okay. Move. I have so much fun when you guys come over. Another one in that same realm, like I said, all of these are in the same realm, kind of in the same family, all except I would say Rose 4 is giving that sexy date night, girls night out, turn up, be seen, get some attention, very sexy. Rose 4 is given a little bit more classy, a little bit more sophistication. But this one here is Delina exclusive. I know you didn't think I was gonna forget Delina. Not Delina exclusive, Dueling. Of course she was gonna be in the lineup. This right here has the rose in it, and it has the oud as well. Beautifully blended. So if you do not like so much of the tart note in the original Delina, although people have said even the Delina exclusive still is not the one for them, but this is really good. Oh my gosh. This is so good. I reach so much for Delina and Oriana, and I have so many other rose oud fragrances that I rarely reach for this, but I am going to, I already have half the bottle gone, so that's probably another reason why. I wish I could see through it a little bit more, but yeah, this one here is really good. So if you were looking for something, you want something feminine, something a little bit more dainty, but I don't mean that a man couldn't wear this. A man can rock whatever he wants, okay? That's just what I feel. I said what I said. Man, woman, boy, child, human can rock whatever makes them happy, okay? I feel that fragrances should be worn by people who love them, and people should wear what makes them happy. So I'm just saying that this right here definitely tones down the tart note of the original Delina. It's not as feminine, it's not as champagne-y. When I say that, I mean like it's not so effervescent, it's not so sparkly and bubbly. This is a little bit more sexier, a little bit more laid back, a little bit more in the cut, if you know what I mean. I move on. That is Delina exclusive by Perfumes de Mali. This one here is Oud Silk Mood, and I spoke about this one here recently in a video as well. This is a little bit softer than Oud Satin Mood. The oud in here is not as pronounced as it is in Oud Satin Mood. This is Oud Silk Mood, but it's really good. So I would say if you were new to oud, these are pretty much all really oudy, but if you were wanting to get something from Maison Francis, Kirk John, and you're newer to oud and you didn't want it to be too oudy, I would definitely say I would give this one a whiff. Definitely get a whiff of this one. And as I stated before, just for no confusion, this is Maison Francis, Kirk John, and this is Oud Silk Mood. Very beautiful fragrance. It's a bit lighter. It's not as heavy. It's not as rich. It's not as it's just not as heavy as Oud Satin Mood, and it's a beautiful oud to start with, in my opinion. I move on. Let's talk about these two honorable mentions. I have one. This one, I don't love it. And some people told me, oh, Cheraye, you don't like it because it's been reformulated. What's my time? And I'm like, well, I don't know what the original or the other one smelled like. I believe I have the 2012 version. I don't know. I believe it is a 2012 version. All I have is my decant from Royalty Scents because I don't want a full bottle of this. I mean, I go back and forth. I do, but I don't. You guys, this is Dior, and I'm gonna put the name right here because I'm gonna butcher it up, and I already know that. Oud Aspahan, or something like that. Something like that. It's a unisex fragrance, you guys. The sillage on this is enormous. The sillage on this is enormous. This is gonna be with you until after a shower, after a body scrub, after you shave, after your laser, after your wax, they're still gonna be smelling this. Somebody's still gonna be like, what are you wearing? You're still gonna be smelling like a hot, smoky, oud, rose, saffron, sandalwood, patchouli, beast bomb. This right here is a beast. I sprayed it just to test it out again, and I was like, oh my God, but it's so sexy. It is sexy. That's why I don't have a full bottle, because I just have this, and you don't need a lot. And I've just been, you know, when I want to spray it or I want my guy to wear it, I've just been saying, here, just spray a little bit of this because it goes a long ways. Like I said, this is going to be on you forever. It is really good. I just don't know if I need a full bottle. This is hot and heavy though. And you know, I like it hot and heavy. I mean, don't be surprised, like I said the last time, if I come back with a full bottle. If you have not checked this out and you like Oud and you like Rose, a beautiful blend of it, I would definitely say check out this one by Dior. It is fabulous, darling. It is. Good? It is good. It's a lot. It's a lot. But the sillage is enormous. Now this last one by Louis Vuitton, okay? And this is another name that I'm about to put right here, okay? Here we go. I sprayed these already. This is good. This smells expensive though. This smells good. It smells expensive. It smells kind of rich, classy. This is rich, classy vibes. Rich, classy vibes. All the thrills and fills. A night out, but more like if you were going out with someone you were, you know, we don't try and impress people over here. They're impressed by just our presence, okay? You're already impressed. But what I'm saying is that if you were trying to go out, even if you had a job and you were meeting a boss, a colleague, somebody like that for dinner, this fragrance can fit the bill. If you were gonna meet someone's parents for the first time, this fragrance can fit the bill. It's cold weather ready. It's got rose, Bulgarian rose, oud, pepper, saffron. It's definitely classy, it's definitely elegant, it definitely smells like it is just class, sophistication, money in a bottle. If you definitely wanted someone to, you know, walk in and you wanted to smell, you know, of money vibes, rich vibes, boss vibes, any of those type of vibes, this fragrance can fit the bill. This is a really good fragrance. I have about 15 samples, so I'll probably never buy a bottle. I just don't feel the need. But if someone gave it to me, I'd gladly take it. It is a beautiful fragrance. When it comes to longevity, I got about 6.5 hours out of it. Mind you, I wore this to like an all black event, like black tie event, and I did spray it on my clothes. I had like a black blouse on or something like that, and it was cotton blend, so I was able to just spray it, and it did stay with me. It didn't leave. Every time I walked or turned, it was cooler. I got tons of compliments on it. So if you have not had a chance to smell this one from Louis Vuitton, I would highly recommend it. I do know that they have samples, so if you shop there often, or even if you just order something online, I don't know, if you have a client advisor, that's normally how I get my samples, they'll throw some in for you, so you can request this one. But this right here is really good. I would highly recommend checking it out. It just smells like money. It's like money vibes, money vibes, money vibes. Classy, money, sophistication, all the things. Like, she's been there, she's done that. It's a unisex fragrance. Again, man, woman, boy, child, human. Pull up and rock what makes you happy. That is it for this video. Thank you so much, Natalie, for your video request. I truly appreciate you. If you all have any questions, please leave all of them down in the comment section below. If you want me to answer them faster, come over to Instagram and say hi over there. Always feel comfortable and free to slide in the DM. And then if we're not friends over there, make sure you hit the follow button. If you've enjoyed the vibe here today, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I will see you beautiful souls in the next one. Until next time, besties, you know the drill. Be blessed, stay fit, and definitely stay fabulous, dwellings. Thanks for watching. Bye.